Have you ever found yourself drawn to a specific shape of crystal and wondering what that might mean? Or have you been looking to buy crystals maybe for the first time and wondering what shape is right for you? Today we're going to look at some of the most common crystal shapes and what they mean, what they represent, and how you can best use each of them. Hello friends, my name is Emily, and here on my channel I make crystal videos, spiritual videos, fun vlogs, and more. If any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe because I put out new videos just about every week. So like I said, today I'm going to be talking about some of the most common crystal shapes and carvings and what they mean and how you can use them. If you're new to crystals, try not to feel overwhelmed about all of these options. You can buy and use any crystal type or shape for whatever you want. There is no right or wrong way to do this. If you are working with crystals for healing purposes, you can achieve your goals with any crystal shape. The crystal type that you choose and your intentions are what is more important than the shape, but the shape can add a little extra oomph and intention behind your healing work. These different crystal shapes don't change the energy of the stone, they just change how the energy is directed and used. But at the end of the day, it's best to do what you are drawn to do and use crystals in the way that feels best for you, because everyone's going to be a little bit different. So first up we have tumbles, probably the most common and popular type of crystal, just these little rounded, kind of irregular tumbled stones. Tumbles are great for working with many different crystals' energies at the same time without taking up a ton of space. Like if you put them in a little baggie, put them in your purse, in your car, in your pocket, in your backpack, they're great for bringing with you while you're traveling. You can experiment with combining different crystal energies and see how they feel for you. I sell these little intention bags on my website full of tumbles for each different intention, so you can just keep all these little stones together in their bag and keep them on you, and they will bring in that energy of your desires. Similar to tumbles, we have worry stones. So this is a heart-shaped worry stone, but they are usually kind of like little palm stones, little ovals, and they have an indentation in the middle, and they are perfect for rubbing like this. They are to release anxiety, to calm you down. Similar to tumbles, they are great for keeping with you in your pocket or taking on the go. Tumbles and worry stones are great for beginners who are just getting into crystals because it's a good way to experiment with different crystals' energies without committing to buying a huge piece. You can work with a bunch of different crystals and see how you like them before investing in others. But tumbles aren't just for beginners. Every crystal collector probably has and works with tumbles. They are for everybody. These tumbles and worry stones are great for beginners because they are affordable, small, and accessible. You can find them at just about any crystal shop. However, in my opinion, as a beginner, you can work with any crystal shape or type that you like. There are no rules. There are no certain crystals that are like for beginners or that you have to start with a certain thing. If you want your first crystal to be a $500 elaborate carving and that's what you want, you can go for it. Or if you just want an amethyst tumble, that is perfectly fine as well. But tumbles are a good way to get into the crystal world and see what you like before moving on, but you can start wherever you want. I also don't subscribe to the belief that there are specific crystals that are best for beginners and you shouldn't work with other crystals until you are more advanced. Of course, there are a few exceptions, like I wouldn't suggest a beginner working with moldavite because that will really take you on a wild ride. I wouldn't suggest moldavite as your first crystal, but again, there are no rules. You don't have to start anywhere. You can pick what calls to you. Next up, we have my personal favorite crystal shape, which is towers. I am always drawn to towers. I definitely have the most of them in my collection. I just find them so easy to display and I just love the way they look. Towers are also known as points or generators or obelisks. Obelisks are usually the ones like this that are four-sided, whereas towers have 6 sides or more. Sometimes they're irregularly cut. And points usually refer to either these 6-sided towers or sometimes there are natural points like a quartz point. But for the most part, these towers are carved, man-made, and not naturally formed. Towers are great for creating concentrated energy. Because of the point at the top, towers focus and direct the crystal's energy into a specific direction. This makes them great for amplifying your energy and intentions. Towers are great for keeping around your house, manifestation rituals, or using in the center of a crystal grid. Crystal wands, otherwise known as DTs, which means double terminated, they are pointed on both ends. These double terminated crystals send energy in both directions, and they help to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Wands are also able to absorb energy through one end, transmute it, and send it out the other. This unique crystal shape is also said to be a connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. Spheres are one of the most magical and popular crystal shapes, another one that I am always drawn towards. Spheres can be used as a real-life crystal ball for scrying or psychic work, or enhancing your spiritual connection and abilities. Their gentle energy fills a room and sends good vibes out in all directions. Spheres also represent life force energy in the circle of life. Because of their round shape, they resemble the Earth and other planets. There is no surprise that heart-shaped crystals are connected to the heart chakra and are great for manifesting love. They are also great for meditation as they provide peace and healing energy. Heart-shaped crystals bring balance and harmony to any environment. They also help to lovingly release any emotional blockages you may have within yourself or in your environment. Pyramid shapes are similar to towers, where they send out directed, intentional energy through their point. But pyramids also represent the connection between the physical and the spiritual world because of their strong, sturdy base. They are grounded and connected spiritually through the top. Their strong, stable base provides grounding energy and an anchor for your manifestations. Because of their focused, intentional energy through the top, they are great for in the middle of a crystal grid. Pyramids are also great for filtering out negative energy within a space and transforming it into positive energy. Palm stones are the perfect shape for holding while doing meditation or doing any energy or healing work. Holding this perfectly shaped crystal is great for focusing and concentrating on your intentions and being mindful of being in the moment. Palm stones are also good for keeping under your pillow. Depending on the stone, they can help release anxiety, ward off negative energy and nightmares, and also just help you achieve a more restful sleep. Many people prefer raw crystals so they can appreciate the beauty of the crystal just as it came out of the earth. Raw crystals, including geodes, have a more grounding energy, and many say they have a more pure and strong energy as well. Geodes, especially with their many crystal points, emit strong energy from all angles. Charging plates are typically made of selenite, which is a very cleansing crystal. Charging plates either come in this long form or they can be round, but charging plates are great for keeping other crystals or other spiritual tools sitting on top of them because selenite has a very cleansing energy and it will recharge your other crystals. I have my tarot deck sitting on a selenite charging plate as well as a bunch of other crystals in my altar space. These are just always good to have if you want a easy, quick way to charge and cleanse your other stones. Now, this is a fun shape that may seem like it is just silly or for fun, but it actually has a very important purpose. So this is a selenite knife, or a dagger as they're called, but I don't think this is a dagger. But these can be very useful in certain spiritual practices. Knives are symbolic and can be used for cord cutting rituals or removing negative attachments and entities from your space or your energy. I usually see these in selenite or obsidian, both of which are great crystals for cleansing energy and warding off negativity. And the last crystal shape we're going to be talking about today is a crystal angel. Angel-shaped crystals represent connection to your spirit guides, your angels, higher self, and higher realms. These are useful for when you're looking to connect to your guides and receive messages. I personally have this angel in the center of a crystal grid that I keep in my room for health, so I use it with the intention that it is calling in guides to help me achieve that goal of health. So of course, this was not an all-encompassing list of every shape of crystal that you will see on the market. There are so many fun ones. I love carrying fun shapes in my shop. Like I've had strawberries, Pokemon, butterflies, grapes, pumpkins, animals, mushrooms, stars, moons, cubes. While not every shape has a specific meaning behind it, you may find that they have special meaning to you and that you are drawn to them. These fun shapes can still be used for healing purposes as they do still have the energy of the stone itself, but they can also be just for fun and make great home decor. So that's all I have for you today about crystal shapes. Be sure to like the video and comment down below which crystal shape you are most drawn to. Also, don't forget to check out my crystal shop, cosmicgeology.com, and you can use code YouTube for a discount on any order at any time. I also have all of this information in an article on my website. I do post articles regularly, so if you'd like to revisit this information or share it without having to rewatch the whole video again, I will have the article linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.